I'm celebrating the launch of the business today by having a classic. It's called the Julia. It's your basic current scone, only no scones are basic. I've got some creme fraiche on there and some damson jam, and I'm so psyched. So you can go to sconecrone.com and you can order. I can only do orders right now for Austin, and there's a really very limited number of orders I'm taking because I'm trying to figure it all out. So sconecrone.com, order some. Thanks, bye. Well, I have a question. How many of you remember Trixie Belden? And there was another, I know Nancy Drew was the big one, but there was one, was it Donna Parker or something like that? Why am I talking about Trixie Belden? Well, I'm feeling a little Trixie Belden-ish this morning, which reminds me that, Trixie, didn't she have a thing for the kid with red hair? I wonder if that's where my passion for gingers came from, was reading all those books. All neither here nor there, except to say that I had something I wanted to show y'all this morning. It's quite large. I don't know how I could have lost it, but I can't seem to find it anywhere. So I'll keep looking. But what it is, I know it's going to sound very extravagant until I defend myself. Oh wait, the dress. So this morning, this is actually, I know the expression wife beater is very out of vogue and inappropriate now, and probably always. But I'm just going to call it, it's an extra long wife beater. I'm wearing it because I have to do a wedding in a few minutes, an elopement. And look what I have on here. Wait, I don't know if I guess I'm going to have to hold the camera. We're going to get back to Trixie Belden. So this is my latest accessory. You can see it's a kimono. It is from Johnny Was, which some of you might know, think, and believe is a company that's really targets women from Dallas. Oh yeah, my boots are from Heritage Boot. I love Heritage Boot. Okay, so anyway, Johnny Was, what? I'm wearing a Johnny Was kimono. What next? Spike. Lululemon pants. I did get this off the sale rack, so I think it was maybe half price, which means it's cost only slightly more than my first car. But then my first car was a 1964 Plymouth Valiant Slant 6 Represent, and it didn't cost me that. It cost, let's just say it cost less than $200. Considerably less. So, Johnny Was, they have this embroidered stuff. It's quite beautiful. So, Trixie Belden. What I can't find my massage table. I really wanted to show it to y'all. It's very beautiful. And I was thinking about how, even I maybe thought this before, what an extravagant gift to give oneself, a massage table. First of all, I had a friend who was going to massage school, and then he decided to stop doing that, and he had this brand new table, very nice, and so buying it, that helped him out. And tomorrow, there's going to be a part 2, I already know this, but there's a reason I want a massage table. There are 2 reasons. I'll tell you reason number 1 today. Reason number 1 is because massage is crucial to my mental health. And yesterday, I did the little weighing of risks and benefits, and I went and I had an 80-minute Thai massage in Zenwell. I love Thai massage. I actually love all kinds of massage. And my friend Jennifer is a wonderful massage therapist, and she will come out here often and give me a massage right here at the house, which is why it's really nice to have a massage table. But I was thinking about massage tables because yesterday I went for an 80-minute Thai massage. If you've never had a Thai massage, it's a mind-blowing experience. And I have found over the years that it seems to really help me a lot with my PTSD and grief. And so I don't remember if it was right before or right after Tiny died, but I signed myself up for a Thai massage because I knew it would help me process some grief. And sure enough, it does. So here is what happened that was so amazing. Not the first time it happened, but it was really cool. I get in there, and she's working on me. We both have masks on. And then she kind of taps my shoulder, and she says, "Okay, your session's done." And I'm like, "What? What do you mean my session's done?" I was in such a deep sound sleep that I wasn't processing on a conscious level. Sometimes I try to stay awake during massages because I want to get my money's worth. I want to feel the goodness. But when I get put into a sleep like that, it's so remarkable. And it reminds me of one time I fell asleep during a tattoo session. Bart was working on my back piece. In my experience, the back is a pretty uncomfortable place to have tattooed. And all of a sudden I woke up and I think he was done. And I said, "Oh, Bart, I fell asleep during my session." And he laughed and he said, "I did too, Spiky." And then I had a massage years ago from a friend of mine. And she said, "Would you like me to walk on your back?" And I said, "Yeah, sure. I mean, well, I'll try anything." So then, again, she's like, "Okay, your session's over." And I said, "Well, thanks." And I was a little bit shy to ask her, like, "Well, you forgot to walk on my back," or whatever. But I finally said, "Well, you were going to walk on my back?" She said, "I did walk on your back." She said, "The second I put my foot on your back, you fell deep asleep." So I got a theory about this. And I'm going to actually relate this to quarantine, believe it or not, is I have lived such a hypervigilant life. You know, part of my PTSD, my amygdala is completely fucked, although I work on it with my meditation and my medication. I think even at night, I'm still a little bit hypervigilant when I'm sleeping. Now, I don't have to be super hypervigilant because I have Norris. And now I have, Popo's not a great guard dog, and Luna's pretty old, but Milo is super protective of me. So in that sense, I could sleep at night pretty well. But I find when I have handed it over, as we say in the program, just handed it over and literally put myself in the hands of a massage therapist or a tattoo artist, I think my mind translates that as somebody else is watching out right now. Someone's on guard. You can just completely let go. Oh, I think I'm gonna share that at an AA meeting later. That's a pretty good AA share. Anyway, so it was just wild how deeply I slept at that session yesterday. I was going to say, I told you this is in 2 parts. So I really have come to appreciate just how important physical touch is in my life. You know, I've been single for fucking ever, which is fine. I'm fine with it. But I always fantasize that those of you with partners have somebody who rubs your back every day and rubs your feet, and you get to have all sorts of very nice sex in a really clean house. I did a whole performance around that. I don't really have a live-in foot rubber or back rubber. And so I pay for this service, and it's so worth it. And so is my my massage table. And not that I need to justify any of this, but I think back at all these guys, all this money I spent on all these dudes, even when I didn't have money, just to impress them or make them like me or whatever. And I don't do that anymore. And I think the amount of money I spend on myself is far less than I spent on them. But it's not about the money, it's about the experience. So, are you doing, I promised you I was going to connect this. Do you have moments of feeling really safe during this quarantine? Do you have a roommate or a dog or, I don't know, triple deadbolts on your door? Do your feelings of vigilance and fear, are they disruptive to your sleeping? How's it affecting you?
Hey y'all, thanks a lot for tuning in. I hope you'll like and subscribe to my channel. And if you like this episode, I hope that you'll copy this link, share it with a friend, paint it on a wall, put it on your social media. That'd be great. Thanks a million. Take it easy.